Hey YouTubers, welcome to another Hike with Mike production. Hope you enjoy. Got my old reliable Kelty late start one-man tent. Takes mere seconds to set up. Awesome. Well, I see the North American knuckleheads have left their droppings behind, so I'll have to clean up after them and take those cans out of the woods. People just always disappoint, don't they? Time for a hike. It's nice and quiet out here. I hope this campsite stays empty. I don't want a bunch of yahoos and bozos coming here making noise, getting on my dang nerves. So, really hoping it stays quiet and peaceful, because that's what I dig. There go the sandhill cranes. They're way up there, pretty high up. Love the sound of the sandhill cranes. Of course, now there's an airplane coming by and ruining the whole vibe and the zen. Always be gone plane. You know, depending on the geography and the climate you're in, there's always like really good firewood starting material. Depending where you're at, like if you're up in Canada, birch bark. This is saw palmetto, and this fibrous part of the saw palmetto is very, very ignitable. So I'll be taking some of this when I start my fire later on. And of course the saw palmetto fronds, when they're dried out, are the best fire starting things. I use them all the time. There's what a saw palmetto looks like, and there's so many uses for it. Housing, shelter, fire starting. You could even eat the small roots and the tender roots of the small saw palmettos. There's berries. There's so many uses for it. It is in Florida, that is a survival plant right there, the saw palmetto. Look at this really cool turtle. I'm not sure what type of turtle it is. It's a baby, but I'll have to research it. Really cool. See out here in the woods. So far, I tell you what, today is good medicine for sure. Except for this North American knucklehead here has left some trash, so I'll have to pick that up on my way back. I want to get in a lot of mileage today hiking. I always log my mileage. I think I'm up to about 135, 140 miles for this year, which is way below what I normally hike in a year. And ooh, another baby turtle. Very cool. I'd like to get to 200. I don't know if I'll be able to get all that mileage in before the end of the year, but I'm going to try my best. If you don't do it, I highly recommend keeping a journal of all your hikes, your mileage, the experiences, all the cool things you see. It's something I always look forward to looking at and opening up on New Year's Day and reflecting on all the hikes I've done in the past year. It's definitely good medicine for sure. Well, that's really cool. That is a cat print, probably a bobcat. Pretty big print for sure. This is one of my favorite parts of the swamp I like to go to. It's very peaceful. I've done many a swamp talk here. It's just a place that's really magical. In fact, I sit on that moss covered tree limb right there and do my swamp talks. It's a beautiful place to be. It's always filled with good medicine for sure. This freshwater marsh is always cool to come to. Always see a lot of wildlife here. Herds and herds of deer And it's up really high because we had a lot of rain this year. But when it starts to recede, there's a lot of carnivorous plants here, which is really cool. But it's just flipping beautiful out here. Wow, this is a rare find. This plant, I'm gonna have to come out here with my UV light tonight. I forget the name of these. I think they're called something pipes. I think they're a fungus. But I've never seen them here in Florida. I've seen them when I've been up in the Appalachian Mountains. Wow, this is a really cool find. I'm super stoked. I will definitely come back here tonight with the UV light. That should light up really cool. Wow. Look at that beautiful fall color right there. The sweet gums. You can always rely on the good old reliable sweet gum for some beautiful fall colors here in Florida. Just gorgeous. Alright, wouldn't be a hike with Mike video without a night hike, right? So let's see what craziness we find in the darkness of the woods. Whew. It's getting a bit chilly out here. I don't like the chilliness. I like the warm. So, not really digging it. Look at the cool bioluminescence of these plants. Pretty cool, huh? That's pretty awesome, huh? Out here on a night swamp hike, finding cool stuff like this. Bioluminescence. Digging it, digging it, digging it. Look at this. I think this fungi or plant is called Indian pipe stems. But look at the bioluminescence on it. Really cool. That is awesome. Really neat. A nice treat out on a night hike. Well, there is a beautiful sunrise here. It's really nice. The only thing ruining it is the airboat noise in the background. It's kind of like that annoying neighbor that gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday or Sunday to mow the lawn and wakes you up. And it ruins the whole vibe of this natural, beautiful scenery. Hearing that noise in the background. But it's gorgeous. My favorite time of day. Sunrise. Well, back to so-called civilization. Ugh. Hike with Mike here, of course. Don't just be a person. Be a state of mind.